I'm thinking of one in particular with Vince Neil, because Vince and Motley Crue were notorious womanizers.
Yeah.
And they weren't that popular in the Bible Belt. We did this show in Mississippi, and prior to the show, about 2-3 weeks before, we started getting word of press coming in that there was a minister in the town, or a councilman, I can't remember which, but he was putting out press and starting a petition for people to sign that he would stop the show. And it already had momentum. It was on sale, Ticketmaster and everything else. Yeah. It was ready to go. So anyway, on this, we finally arrived at the show. That day, we set up and did the whole thing. And still we were hearing all about the press and this guy and everything else. He was going to stop the show. And we were afraid because it was going to stop ticket sales and people wouldn't show up. Well, on the contrary, it was sold out. 10,000 people came that night. But while the people were coming in, the guitar roadie, Rudy, he went back to Vince and said, "Vince, I saw the guy. I saw the guy that tried to stop the show." So Vince goes, "Right, here's what we're going to do. Call Paul in here," right? So I went in the dressing room, and Vince goes, "Right, on the third number, I'm going to point him out. So find him, we'll keep an eye on him, and when I point him out, I want you to put all the follow spots on him." So we had 10 follow spots on that tour. So by the third number, sure enough, he says, and I want to introduce to you all the who tried to stop this show. And at that point, all 10 follow spots were,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
He was just standing there. He was all alone. He was just looking around. I'm sure at that point he would have wished that he hadn't started that.
He wanted to be invisible.
Totally.